Good morning and happy Friday. Welcome to our Writing Apps webinar. I'm Laura Martinez. I'm the Assistive Technology Program Manager at Task.
Good morning. I'm Elizabeth Ortega, Assistive Technology Coordinator at Task. Task is a nonprofit. We serve 6 counties in Southern California. We are a parent training and information center and a family empowerment center. We educate and empower people with disabilities and their families to become effective communicators and self-advocates. Our disclaimer: Task staff are not advocates or attorneys. We do not provide recommendations, legal advice, or suggestions. Our family support specialists offer peer-to-peer support, information, and options to parents of children with disabilities so they can become informed members of the IEP team and work collaboratively with schools. Our family support specialists help families understand the special education process by providing one-on-one phone consultations, virtual IEP consultations, and review of documentation. They also offer assistance with letter writing, a variety of educational webinars, and support for military families. They have a lot of information and resources. Within our tech center, we offer a variety of assistive technology webinars, individualized online lab appointments via Zoom. If you're looking for specific apps, websites, Chrome extensions, we can schedule a 1-hour appointment. We can show you the apps that we have in the areas you're looking for and let you know the websites and Chrome extensions that we know of. We also offer assistive technology consultations clinics. For our AAC services, AAC is Augmentative and Alternative Communication. We have Project Communicate, in which we offer a free 1-hour AAC consultation with a speech language pathologist. If you'd like more information regarding our free 1-hour AAC consultation, you can contact me. You'll have our email address in a few minutes, in a few slides. There's Let's Talk AAC, which is a webinar series of 4 webinars, all available on our YouTube channel. Tech Connection is our online social life skill group for ages 14 and above. And we have a lot of information and resources in assistive technology. Tech Tidbits is our monthly assistive technology focused e-newsletter. If you're not receiving it and would like to receive it, please visit the website on the slide, plug in your name, email address, and you'll start receiving it the following month. And before we begin, please keep in mind that app prices listed are subject to change by vendors. Prices within apps can vary from day to night. You will have access to the links. They will either take you to the vendor's website or directly to the App Store to download the apps. All of the apps that Laura is going to present today are available for iDevices, iPad, iPhone. If they are available on another platform, it will be indicated on the slide. Handouts, I will email you the handout, the copy of the entire presentation after the webinar to the email address you used to register to attend to today's presentation. It is being recorded and it will be available on our YouTube channel next week. And if you're looking for specific apps for your children or your clients, you can either email Laura or myself.
Did you mention the handouts, Liz?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's get started with handwriting apps. So there are we have over 3,300 apps at Task. So, and most of them are for iOS devices. But the things that the ones that have Android or other options will be listed on your slide. So we're going to start with actual physical handwriting and then go from there. So one thing I always like to mention is if you're working on physical writing with a child or with anyone, it's really a good idea if someone can use or hold a stylus, and they come in all different shapes and sizes, so that they get used to that writing grasp, and they can learn to whoops, I should have done it this way, that's the stylus, write that way, instead of learning to write with their finger. But it all depends on what their physical ability is. So the first app I want to show you is called Write My Name. It is iOS only, and it was $3.99 last we checked.
Write my name.
So Write My Name is interesting because it has pre-made an alphabet book and word cards, but you can also add your own. So I'll show you the alphabet first, and you can choose upper or lowercase. I'm gonna use my stylus, start at the arrow.
E for A.
And you can go on to the next one. Go back. Choose uppercase. The word cards, you can do them in alphabetical order, or you can do them in category order. So just choose a word.
C.
Now,
O. W. Cow.
and then what I really like is that you can pick your own, what they call name tags. And so you can go in and put, your child's name so they can practice. You can put in their friends, or maybe specific words that they need to practice. So, and you can download pictures and put them in yourself. So you can go
J.
try to do this fast.
A. C. K. Jack.
So you record the voice yourself. So that's Write My Name. You do have a couple of options. You can turn on and off the music, and you can put in what's called finger paint mode, which means when you're writing, it'll show how they actually formed those words instead of keeping them in the line. And then you can keep track of progress. So these next two apps are by the same vendor, Writing Wizard and Cursive Writing Wizard, and they're available on iOS, Google Play, and Amazon. There are free versions where you get a certain number of letters, and then the full version is $4.99. I like these because they're customizable. So we'll start with the Writing Wizard. So you can choose pre-writing shapes, upper, lowercase, numbers, and then words. So there is a lot of customization with this particular app. You can go in and choose the font that you like, that you want to write in. You can make the same font size for all letters if you want. There's a left-handed mode, which is really cool. Anyway, you can set a lot of different things. You can add, change the color of the hand for multicultural, or you can make it green or blue if you want. So again, lots of different customizations there. And let me go into the letters.
B.
B. So something I really like about this one is that when you're in the letter, of course you can start drawing, but you can get to the settings and you can customize depending on what you want. So if you're thinking, wow, that's really big, you can go smaller, or there's a space where you can adjust it. You can get increasingly smaller. I mean, you can get all the way down there. So that's kind of nice. And then you can either have use the pencil and choose the colors, or you can use stars. Lots of different things. So I chose stars. B, there's B's because it's, and you can play with them. Or again, I can go back and use the pen and pick the color I want. And there's names on each letter. And then again, there's words. You can put in your own word. You can choose word lists, or you can import your own, or just create a new list. So. And then the cursive one is very similar. So same thing, I just wanted to show you. Same thing. So this is the light version, the free version, and you get a certain number and then they want you to unlock after that. So I just wanted you to see what
Bag.
the cursive looks like. And it's the same deal. You can choose. And they do want you to hit each of the little red marks. Those are your guides. So that's the cursive writing wizard, very similar to the other one. So next we're going to talk about sentence building apps, and these sometimes are tough to find, and we have a couple that have been around a long time, but they are really effective. And they're by Mobile Education. The first one is called Sentence Builder, and the second one is very similar. It's just built for teenagers, so it has different topics. So Sentence Builder.
Welcome.
Just kidding.
Welcome.
What the heck?
Welcome.
Okay.
Welcome.
Worked perfectly fine this morning. What the heck?
Welcome.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'll describe those until I can get them to work. Sometimes Zoom has
Welcome.
a mind of its own. It's by no means the app, so let me try to describe them. With Sentence Builder, you get a vertical page, and then there's a little dial. You see a picture and you kind of scroll the words until they fit the picture. So it might be that girl is, you know, swinging or going down the slide, and then you have a little animation. But there are different topics depending on the age level. So for like the teen version, you can add a teen boy or teen girl pack. And if you buy that particular app on its own, it's $5.99. But if you already have Sentence Builder, for the younger, you can add that pack for $4.99. So it just depends. And I apologize. I have no idea why it's not opening.
Welcome.
So frustrating. So, same vendor, hopefully this one will open. Rainbow Sentences. It's for iOS. I really like this one because you can customize it so much and you can color code. You can color code the different, you know, whether it's a verb, whether it's a, you know, so there's visual cues. Someone was asking if they can access. Yeah, so Liz is going to answer that, right? Okay, you came in late.
Welcome back to Rainbow Sentences.
Okay, so for Rainbow Sentences, you can go in. So you can turn on and off the audio instructions, the correct answer reinforcement. I'll leave it on just so what you can see. Recording the correct answer, I'm going to turn that off because Zoom has the microphone. It won't let us use the microphone in our apps while we're connected. You can choose the complexity level. I'm going to leave the line color coding and the word color coding on so you can see it and the word grouping, and then we can take it off.
Drag the words to make a sentence.
So this one has got the most supports. So
The children
we're just doing,
are walking across the street.
there's a lesson that goes along with it if you want to play it.
Lastly, we need to know where they are doing it. This is how to build this sentence. First, we need to know who or what the sentence is about. Then, we need to know what they are doing. That's right. The correct sentence for this picture is, the children are walking across the street.
Okay. So then I'm going to go in and turn off the word grouping and the line color coding.
Drag the words to make a sentence.
So now after
The
we've done the lesson and learned,
dog
we're going to do who
is sleeping under the house. That's right. The correct sentence for this picture is, the dog is sleeping under the house. Drag the words to make a sentence.
So, and then finally you can go to the higher level and turn off all the color coding.
Drag the words to make a sentence.
So that's Rainbow Sentences. Okay, so writing supports. Again, I'm trying to read chat and do this too, but if you are looking for something specific, we ask if you could please email us and we can try to help you directly. And because again, we have 3,300 apps. This is just kind of a smattering of what we have, kind of a taste. So you know what types of tools are out there. We're going to go into supports right now. And just a few graphic organizers. If you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't. I totally get it. I'm going to show you three just very briefly. The first one, I'm going to kind of go out of order. I'm going to show you Kidspiration maps. You can get a free version or upgrade for $9.99. Then I'm going to show you Inspiration Maps, which is for older students, and then Poplet, which is available on iOS, Chromebook, and the web. And I'll show you what the differences are. So Kidspiration was created for K through 12, K through third grade. And it actually depends on what you're looking to do and what the ability is. So you can create your own diagram from scratch. You can use a template. So they have reading, writing, social studies, science, or math. You can go in and choose any of the templates here, excuse me, and go from there. If you're wanting to do a character description or character analysis, whatever you're trying to do. And then you can do a lot if you're a teacher or a therapist. You can create a lot of different neat things to use, but they can be quite complex. I'll open a complex one. What I do like is they always have instructions on the side. And if somebody likes to think in the thought bubbles, I do like that you can also do it in the the linear if that's how you think or do. There's also the ability, so there's just a couple quick documents that I created that I wanted to show you how kind of cool it is. So I didn't get to finish. I need another arrow here, but I did the butterfly life cycle. And what was cool is you can just the little thought bubbles, you can double tap them and you can go into your own pictures and you can add. So I went on Google and downloaded all of these pictures. And so now I have the life cycle, but I have the pictures as well, which I thought is kind of cool. And then if you want to see it the other way, you can do that too. Another one that I did just playing around, I didn't finish, but character analysis. Yeah, so here's Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Again, I just touched the thought bubble and put in pictures, and then you could do the same thing with these. You just double tap them and you can go in and you can either you can go to your photos and add, see, you'll see my butterflies. I don't think I have a thing for honest, but just to show you, let's see, let's add Jack here just so you could see. It's that easy just to add your own pictures. Plus there's a ton of built-in ones as well. So that's Kidspiration. You can do a lot with it and really easy to type into. You just double tap. You can use the keyboard. If you have an external keyboard or a keyboard on your iPad, really helpful. And then Inspiration is fourth and up. And with this one, there are tons of templates that you can go in and open. So just to give you an idea, you choose a template or you can create your own. Again, you have, I keep forgetting I'm on my iPad and trying to click on the computer. It'll give you kind of an explanation depending on how involved it is. and you can go in and just type and start, I mean, you can just go in and start typing, but if you'd rather see it visually in the bubbles, you can do that as well. And if you change it somewhere, I'm just going to put gobbledygook in here just so you can see it. Wherever you change it, it'll show up in both views, which is really nice. So again, you can start your own diagram, outline, Venn diagram. You can choose what you want and just do it yourself as well. So that's inspiration. So the next one is called Poplet. I have Poplet Lite installed. And with that, you literally get a Poplet. I went with the same info because I already had it on my iPad, but this is just an example how you could do something, but you can also go. Oh, this is if you want the full version, it's $2.99. But on the website, you can go and see other people's Poplets. And they are amazing. I mean, some are like, wow. Just wanted to show you, there's like a ton of ways that you can do it. And then you can export whatever you've created by email as a PDF or a JPEG, or just save it as a JPEG to your camera roll. So that's Poplet. We okay on questions? I'm sure Liz is answering them. Okay. Okay, word prediction / text editors. So these can be really, really helpful when you're trying to write and you have a tough time with spelling, sometimes with brainstorming, or with trying to get the flow of writing. You know, sometimes it's really hard. And what I like about each one, there are different things I like about each one. Co-writer is on the expensive side if you're a parent. However, if you have it through your school, like, you know, if you get an AT assessment done and you have it written into your child's IEP, if you have a co-writer license, you can use it on any device, meaning you can use it on your computer. You can have a Google Chrome extension. You can have the app. So it's available on all platforms. So if you already have it, a license, then the app would be free to use. So I'm going to show you Co-Writer, what I like about Co-Writer. It's been around a really long time. So with Co-Writer, you can create whatever you want. It's like a talking word processor, but the best, coolest part about Co-Writer is there are topic dictionaries and word prediction. So I'm going to go through and show you some of the features. So topic dictionaries, you just have to think about what you want to write about and you can type it in there. So I'm going to write about, my keyboard takes a minute. So I could choose any of these. There's no existing topic, so I could create what's called a web scraped topic. It'll go out and get turtle words. But I'm going to check tortoises. Now, there's a lot of existing co-writer tortoises. So I'm going to turn that on, the giant, and then also the Galapagos. And then for your main dictionary, you can choose according to the writer. Do they want it really advanced, beginner, or core? I'm going to go with advanced. So I have momentary dictionary on, which means whatever I'm typing about, if it's just typical words, different suggestions will pop up, and flexible spelling. And I'll show you how that is, especially for someone who's not a great speller. You can go in and choose the voice. You can have it speak. I have it on words and sentences, so it'll speak those as you go. That really helps with self-correction. When you hear it, you're like, oh, that wasn't the word I wanted, and you can go back and change it. You can change the size, lots of different things. When you're done, you can save it or print it. And then there's regular formatting, just like a any other program. So we're going to do new. I have my tortoise dictionary on, and down below are my prediction words.
Giant.
So tortoises is going to show up.
Tortoises. Amazing. Giant tortoises are really amazing. They. Two.
I'm going to change that.
Live. 4.
So
Hundreds. They can live for hundreds of years.
So what's nice about the topic dictionaries, especially depending on what you're using, whoops, I don't even have mine on. They will predict, well, yeah, let's try it. There we go. So now it's predicting the words.
Galapagonsis.
That was, I wasn't. Galapagos.
Galapagos. Islands.
So it'll predict those words that you want. And what's nice is if you have a speller that really or a writer that really has tough time spelling, it has really cool word prediction. So let me try this. So I typed LEFA and it's going to give me choices like elephant or whatever.
Elephant footed.
So I hope you get the idea. You can also read the whole thing aloud when you're done, copy it, put it in another. Okay, good question. Somebody asked, will I be showing how co-writer works for speech to text? There is a speech to text feature. However, when you are on, I don't know if you can see down here, but the microphone is grayed out. It has great speech to text, but when we're on Zoom, Zoom takes over the microphone, so we're unable to use it on our iPad when we're demonstrating on the iPad. And it does read back whatever you type in. Here, this is an example of what I used when I used the microphone yesterday, just so
This
that
can be especially helpful for those who fatigue easily, and for those who are very poor spellers.
So that was me inputting with my voice yesterday. not attached to Zoom, so I could use the microphone. It has great speech recognition. And again, when it reads out loud, then you can hear if you made a mistake. Like all voice recognition, it's not going to get everything every time. So it might not say exactly what you said. You might have to go back and make corrections. Okay, I hope that helps or answers your question. The next word prediction / text editor that I like is, it's called iWordQ. You have to make sure you get the US version because there are different versions. It has some wonderful features. I do like it for older students as well. So I went ahead and typed in text yesterday, but I can do some more. So again, it does have lots of features. There's word prediction. And you can turn off, theirs is called creative spelling instead of flexible spelling, but same thing. I love, just like co-writer, that it does predict possible next words, like that might come in the sentence that you're typing, in that you can change. This is called iWordQ. And it will be on your handouts. You can put in your own words if there are words that you would like to use. And word examples or usage examples. Again, abbreviations. I love this one. I'll show you in a minute. So I put in ADR. If I type in ADR, it's going to type in our address. If I type in my initials, it's going to type in my name and my title. You can change how it looks. There's different color schemes. And the line spacing. So it does a lot. So
An example of word prediction. Prediction. This is an example of word prediction.
So you can, there are 3 modes at the top here. So this is just the reading. You can,
This is an example of word queue. It has many features, such as text to speech, word prediction, and speech to text via the microphone feature.
then there's the writing mode. And then this if you want it to read back.
This is an example of word queue. This is an example of word queue.
Okay. So I usually have it in writing mode, but so that's word queue. It does have very good voice to text recognition as well. And then you can when you're done, you can, there's a bunch of different ways. You can send it to another app, you can save it on your Google Drive, email it, airdrop it, save it to the cloud, however you want to do that. So this is iOS only, but they do have a similar version that's available as a Google Chrome extension. So you could use it that way on an Android. Okay, document assistance. So a lot of times we need to if our kids have dysgraphia or they have, if they fatigue easily, it's easier for them to type. There are a couple of things I want to show you that will help with, you can import documents and type right on them instead of having to do the physical part of writing. The first one is called SnapType, and SnapType is free, or there's a pro version that's $14.99. The pro version does add features depending on what you want to use. I will show you the pro version. So when you open, you can create a new document or a new folder, and you just can pull something in from your camera, like print it if you want to. I mean, take a picture of it, or you can pull it in from your library. So something you took a picture of, took a snap, took a snap of, and it's just, can name the document. And it's right there. I guess I didn't pick a good document because I'll go back. So I'm going to do one we already have just so you can see. So you can pull in any document depending on what you want. It can be, writing, math, spelling, whatever. And all you have to do is touch where you want to type, and you can type it in. You can make the box or the writing bigger or smaller just by dragging the little dial at the top. And then if you wanted to actually write on the document, you can choose your pen color and circle or do whatever you want. Take it off. When you're done, you can save it, share it as an image or a PDF or a SnapType document, but I would do the first one or second one. And then let me just show you, you could do a whole, something large where you can just type in, this is a worksheet on sea turtles, but it has questions, and you can just go ahead and type, change the size, and just start typing. So you can just type right in there. And again, the word prediction from the iPad comes up, and there you go. And put it in that way. Also has voice input that you can use the microphone. Okay. So that's SnapType. So this is Adobe fill-in sign. Sorry, I should have shown you the. It's free. It's for iOS or Google Play. You can use it on your iPhone, Android device, iPad. You just need to snap a picture or import a form, and you're ready to go. So with Adobe fill-in sign, I did a couple forms here just so you can see. You can go in and again, just start typing. If my computer would work. So you can go in, again, you can check boxes by just touching them. This is a larger document, so I wanted to show you. You can go in and type all of these things. You can touch it and just make it larger, drag it around. So you can write whatever you want, and when you want to delete it, you just touch it, whatever it is, and hit the trash can button and it goes away. And then if there were somewhere that you needed to sign, you can create a signature or your initials. You just sign, and then you could put your signature where you want it. So that's fill and sign. I see there is a lot in the chat, and we will try to get to it as soon as we finish. We'll go ahead and stop the recording and try to answer as many questions as we can. So grammar checkers. So grammar checkers are really important because sometimes when you use spell check, it doesn't always catch everything. For example, if you use the wrong word, but it's an actual word, if it doesn't have a grammar checker, sometimes it won't correct it. So both of these are really great. The first one is a Grammarly keyboard. And with the Grammarly keyboard, you actually download the app, and it's either iOS or Google Play. And you can actually use it instead of your regular iPad keyboard. So you download it and you choose it. And then Ginger Writer is an app, but it's available on iOS, Google Play, Amazon, and as a Chrome extension. And I use the Chrome extension every day, to be honest. So I'm going to open Ginger Writer to show you. So Ginger Writer has a lot of features, and there's
An example of Ginger Writer. It is an incredibly helpful tool for struggling writers.
So you can change, of course, the size of the font. You can input with your microphone, but it's not going to work because we're on Zoom. This is my favorite thing about it. It's called the rephraser. And so if you wrote something and you don't feel like it is exactly what you want to say, you can hit that rephrase button, and it'll give you choices. So if I wanted to choose one of them, I just press it in there, and it's now been replaced. Another cool thing is if you're looking for, you can search synonyms. So I highlighted struggling, and then I got different. I'll just press it to show you. So you can choose speak if you don't know what it says.
Struggling.
So I just hit replace, so it changed it for distressed, which I don't know if it's just distressed is the right word there, but just to show you, you can also translate. To whatever language you would like. Oh, that's the premium version, I'm sorry. So with the premium version, you can use the translate button. And then, of course, you can always use the definition. So this is a really handy tool. And again, because of Zoom, I can't show you, but you can, again, use that voice to text feature, and it works really well. So that is what I have for today. But please remember, in case you came in late, that we do have 3,300 different apps, and we can help you one-on-one if you want to just email us for particular things or specific things. We would like to ask you to fill out our evaluation form and just put NA if it's a question that doesn't apply to this webinar. And then I'm going to go ahead and Liz has put the link in the chat. Here's our contact info. Again, you can email us at any time, and we can help you or attempt to help you or give you resources for different apps or other assistive technology, anything AT related. We'd be glad to help. Liz, I'm going to have you stop the recording and we can address some questions.